What's going on? This is Ryan Crumble, aka King Royale, CEO of RRC Productions LLC. And I'm coming to you here with our first episode of Raw Chronicles, Fight or Flight. You know what I'm saying? Raw Chronicles, I basically named it this series that due to just me being authentic, me being just keeping it raw, keeping it real with you guys. So I'm have a series of videos of the Raw Chronicles. So hope you guys, stick to, stay tuned and follow your boy. The content of this video, I'm basically going to be talking about overcoming your fear. I am a house fire survivor, so I'm gonna give you a little backstory on that. So this happened in 2019. This is about a week right before Christmas, a few days right before Christmas. And I had two other roommates. And that day, my guy had his girl over there and he had his son over there. Whatnot. I got a little late, so I went to my room and I ended up falling asleep. I ended up getting awakened by knocking my bedroom door. I wake up, I'm like, bro, what's going on? He's like, it's a fire, it's a fire. So I automatically look at the kitchen because I'm thinking like somebody must have left some food on or something. And in my kitchen, there's we got two sliding doors towards our balcony. All I see through that balcony was just flames. I look over, I look to the right towards my roommate room. He coming out, running out with his son. I'm looking, the windows like melted. You know what I'm saying? The flames coming through inside of the house. I'm like, it's really a fire. I couldn't believe it, you know what I mean? Like the whole, like all I saw was orange, you know what I'm saying? It just flames. The only thing I could do is I just threw my shoes on. Luckily, I just fell asleep in my clothes. I just threw my shoes on, grabbed my phone, and that was it. We run towards the back door. The whole staircase, flames. It looked like I was running in the hell. Like this whole staircase is in flames. And we going down the back door, we had these downstairs neighbors who stayed in their duplex, and we was upstairs. We knocking on the door, wake up, wake up, wake up. House is on fire, the house is on fire. We ain't hear no response, so we still banging, whatever like that. So we end up opening the door to go outside, and the flames kick back. It was trapped, like nowhere to go. Close the door back, boom. Him and his girl and his son, each running back upstairs. Oh no, that's a dead end. Like, what you said, what we gonna do? And I just opened the door back again, like I fanned it. Cleared enough space to get the flames out of the way, but there still were like fire pieces just falling. You know what I'm saying? I was like, go ahead. He had his son, so he ran out first. So he only in his underwear, you know what I mean? So he feeling the flames fall on his back, you know what I mean? And his girl run out, and I just darted out, jumped up the steps just to help out. My other roommate didn't come outside though. I'm like, oh. And he the one who had woke me up. So I'm like, bro, Kel's still in the house, bro. Like, bro, no, he got out the front. I'm like, bro, no, he didn't. So I'm looking, all I could do is just turn around and look at the house. And I'm just seeing everything, how fast the house was engulfed in flames, like literally a few seconds. I don't know if we would have really made it out there, but I'm looking at this house, I'm like, I could still kind of see a pathway to kind of hit up the steps. I'm like, bro, I gotta go get him. It's the only thing I could think about. I'm just like, I gotta go get him. My guy like, bro, no, he good. So as soon as I'm about to take off, I gotta come around the corner. I'm like, whew. He like, I'm good. And I'm like, man, dog. So, we run out the front, I end up falling somehow really hard on my knee. I gotta see what's going on with it. But the emotion at that time, like, get out. It's the only thing I could think, you know what I mean? And it was just unfortunate, man. You know what I'm saying? It was really unfortunate. 2 days right before that, actually, my car was stolen. So I'm already kind of like, and I was a little upset, but I didn't really let it get it to me because, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, but when the fire happened right after, I'm like, hold on. 2 times in 1 week. What's going on with that? Like, my emotions at the time was just like, come on, what's going on? I'm just trying to get back on my feet again. Like, come on, what's up? Our house was next to an abandoned house. We stayed on 33rd in Mount Vernon, here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And there was an abandoned house next to our house. They said that a propane tank blew up in that house. And the flames got on top of our house, and that's what, you know what I'm saying, burnt ours down. Now that house, the abandoned house, was completely burnt down. Some witnesses saw, I had kind of told us what happened. They were just like, man, we saw the whole alley was blue. The whole alley was blue, and then the house just caught on fire. So my roommate Q was telling me when they got in the car and they was leaving out and they was driving through the alley, he said all he see was like, bro, it's fire all on the ground. I'm like, man, crazy, boy. I'm just glad to be alive, you feel me? I had my daughters the next day. Thank God I didn't have them with me. You know, my attitude at the time, I couldn't really do nothing but turn to God. You know what I mean? I was just like, you must got something for me. You know what I mean? Like, you must got something for me, man, for me to be going through this. It just wasn't real. I didn't have time to be fearful at that time. It was just like survival. Let's get on. We got kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I'm not going out like this. My purpose is not fulfilled yet. You know, just having that heart for all my friends, that were living there. Like, I'm homeless at that time. After that, I'm homeless now. I had to move back with my mom's. Differences happened, and I couldn't really stay there anymore. So I'm really like homeless, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm bouncing house to house, friend to friend house, you know what I mean? It's very stressful. And the only thing I could think of throughout the entire time was just, this will pass. I couldn't really feel like I was gonna stay in that position for long for some reason. I just knew, I was just like, I'm gonna get out of this. A lot of people kind of be like, well, you just kind of got that mindset. Like, nah, I just refuse to have anything to have control over me. I just refuse to give up. You know what I mean? I'm a go-getter, I'm a fighter. I just feel like I deserve to be a whole lot more than what life has really been throwing at me. And it's all about, you know what I'm saying, this goes to my first point. It's all about, what happens versus how you respond. And your response always has to, for you to pretty much succeed and, get better and grow, you gotta have a response that adds value to you. Fear to me is just false evidence appearing real. I just believe the noise of my faith will drown out the whisper of my fear. I have a strong faith that I am important. I have a strong faith that I am a king, that I am a great father, that I have a great purpose, you know what I'm saying? Things of that sort, like, I feel it. I believe so much in my future. I'm saying my history really don't matter no more. Like, it really kind of, it matters as far as building me and making me the man that I am today, but it kind of was just like, I couldn't let my history suffocate my future, you know what I mean? Like, I'm 10 times the man that I was, you know what I mean? So it kind of helped me to, kind of keep my head straight, you know what I mean? I couldn't deal with situations the same no more. I couldn't react into it out of emotion. I had to react to it with a plan. I had to react to it with, how can I get out of this? I know it look crazy right now, but you gonna make it up out of this, It's just crazy. And I don't really take things as losses no more. It's really, I started thinking, like, anytime it feels like a loss, I'll be like, well, what did you gain? What did you gain from this? What's the lesson from this? You know what I'm saying? I do believe that, every adversity brings with it an equivalent advantage. What that basically means is, with every situation that you deal with, there's a way for you to win. Your only competition is you. You're the only other person that can really let you down. A lot of people say, like, well, this happened to me, this happened to me, this shouldn't have happened to me, whatever like that. I'm not saying that the thing that happened to you, you're the reason it happened. But I'm saying that you've allowed that thing to define how you see yourself. Yeah, we're human, so it's tough, and so it is a process to get through that. But don't let that be your excuse for never changing, for never growing, for staying stagnant. You know what I mean? And the one thing I feel about fear is that it's our biggest downfall. And I just believe that, you just got to shift your perspective. You try to figure a way for it to add value to you. And just like on a resume, if you have an experience for a specific job, you know what I'm saying, you go in for another, place of employment, and you have the experience, that's what adds value to you. You know what I'm saying? The same thing with your life. Doing things different and changing is not a bad thing. The Dr. Martin Luther King said, so faith is actually taking the first step and not seeing the whole staircase. You got to actually just take that first step in what you believe, or taking in that first step in your goals, or taking that first step in what you're going after. And I just want you guys just to pretty much just stay encouraged, you know what I mean? You got to be a fighter, I called this actually Fight or Flight because of my next episode, episode 2, will be called Are You a Warrior or Are You a Warrior? Are you a warrior or are you a warrior? There we go. That's how you're supposed to say it. It's just pretty much an introduction to it, but you got to be fighters, man. Life isn't created to be easy, you know what I'm saying? If it was, everybody would be living an amazing life. But what you want to do is just give your story some value. Let your life outlive you. Leave a legacy where even when you're gone, they still talking about you, you know what I'm saying? The most wealthiest place on this planet is the graveyard. Why? It's because there was a whole bunch of songs that weren't written. There's a whole bunch of books that weren't written. There's a whole bunch of businesses that weren't grown up from the ground. You know what I'm saying? People that have died with a whole lot of potential that they didn't fulfill. And I refuse to be one of those type of people. Rest in peace to them all. It's the time right now for us to get it. And if I can have that mindset, I believe that everybody else can have that mindset. We can really go ahead and push this thing the way we want to push it. We can have all these multiple businesses. We can have a whole bunch of success. And we ain't got to fake it because it's already ours. We God's children, bro. Heir to the throne. Why wouldn't we have, the abundance? Why shouldn't, you know what I'm saying? Why can't I have it? It's mine. So I'm going to do everything in my power to go after it, and I think y'all should do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? But make sure y'all tune in for our next episode. But this is your boy, King Royale, and I'm out.